up or down to suit what's going on. But on the side of Ken's boat, opposite the skid fin, there is also a little flap to help him relieve the air pressure in the air trap itself.
Yeah, how's that operated, Scotty?
From what I understand, it's an electronic button that's on his steering wheel, so as he's going around, he can just press one button, open the flap up and let the air out of the air trap, and that'll help settle the boat down before he actually has to get on the canard wing. Where with Grant Harrison, it's a different sort of scenario. He doesn't have that little flap to exit all the air out. So when he's coming down the front chute, and most other the hydroplanes here this weekend, you'll see them dance from sponson to sponson. Now what I mean from dancing sponson to sponson is they'll rock left to right, left to right. We call that dancing. What that's actually doing is spilling the air from the air trap. But Ken's also got that flap on the side of the boat which will open and release that air pressure for him.
I haven't seen one of those before, Scotty, so I'm going to head down into the pits and check that out when I get a moment out of the commentary box. But yeah, it's aerodynamics is just as critical as hydrodynamics in these boats, and in fact, the faster they go, the more the aerodynamics become important over the top of the actual hydrodynamics of the boat. So there's a lot going on in these things. They're pretty complicated arrangements, Scotty, and the crews do an amazing job, don't they, to get them going so fast and running so hard, and they're not just blowing over backwards.
No, that's it. And look, these days the reliability of these engines in these craft is just getting better and stronger all the time. I mean, you know, go back to yesteryear, you used to see some of these boats with 510s and sometimes the engine wouldn't last the weekend. Sometimes they would. But these days, you know, coming into this sort of future, you can see most of these guys will still have engine working by the end of the weekend.
Yeah, it is. It's incredible. Like, the engine technology now is just really stepped up, and you know, the componentry is just so strong now. I tell you what, I was down in the pits, and I just mentioned it before, Scotty, but the Odin boys have got their Hemi engine, and they had the rocker covers off. I don't know whether you've seen in there the rocker arms are like jewellery. You could buy them for your wife as an anniversary present. They are gorgeous. Just unbelievable stuff to look at that thing.
Well, the Constable boat is just worthy of all that sort of stuff straight up, being concreters. You know, like, I've seen them, the Constables have been around, they've got several different configurations. I'm sorry, I couldn't get the word out.
Yeah, words are hard.
But you know, like, the Constables have worked on that boat and it's gone somewhere and it's going really well at the moment. You know, being up at Raymond Terrace, we saw that boat go backwards into a corner.
Yeah.
You know, cells have changed a lot, but the Constable craft with this new engine package sounds different, it's stronger and it's faster.
It is, mate, and these boys just, you know, everyone goes, oh, look at the money, look at the money. Don't worry about the money, the effort that these guys go to. It's the work that goes into these boats, the hours and hours of work, you know, after hours. These boys are all working, you know, Constable boys own a concrete plant business, and they're working really hard to, you know, support the business and support their staff and do all that stuff, and then on the weekends they're working really, really hard, and at night on this boat to try and get it up and running and try and win this championship as well. So Betty Clark, mate, just going into the water there in the GP 101, and we haven't seen Harrow get dropped in the water yet. I'm just wondering, Neil might be able to just pan across a bit or pan out a bit and just give us a bit of a look.
He's behind that crane, you won't see him.
Ah, there he is. Yeah, there's a transom of it there. So I'm sure Harrow will be going in. He'll definitely want to get a couple of practice laps in. I think Harrow, and you're effectively part of the GP 101, GP1 team, I should say, Scotty. The propeller issues seem to have, I don't want to put the commentator's curse on him, but which, yeah, Gator being a 6-litre boat is what you're talking about. There's Russell Embleton there. I can just see him wandering through, just making sure that it's all happening.
Give us a wave, Russell.
I don't know if Russ can hear us. Yeah, but Harrow, mate, propeller issues have been his big drama. They've been the real thorn in the side for that team the last couple of years. Where are they at with propellers?
He currently has a new propeller that has all been crafted. It's very similar to what I've seen in some of the offshore races, running a herring prop.
Herring?
That's different for these guys. It's actually, Grant's, I won't divulge too much information, but that's his prop that he's selected now.
Yep.
You saw at St. George.
Yep.
That was probably one of the first runnings of the boat with that prop on it, and he ran around the outside of Warlord.
Yep. Anyone can do that on any days going well.
Well, Troy's a massively good campaigner, as you know. Very strong and very fast running boat, but to see Grant pull up on the outside of him and run deck to deck for a couple of races, that was really good. Yeah,
so well, Herring are very well known both in the offshore powerboat world, both inboards and stern drives, but also in the water ski racing world, Scotty, where Herring props are used very extensively. So, they know what it takes. It's a company that's been building high performance propellers for a very, very long time. But I haven't heard of them being used on a hydroplane before. Would Grants be the first hydro that they've done, or they have done a few in the States?
They've done a few over in the States. The other props that we mainly see over here, like on the back of Ken's boat, will be a DeWalt prop.
Yep. Yeah, very.
You've probably heard them multiple times. They run those pretty solid everywhere.
Yep. Yeah, the DeWalt course. And again, DeWalt are well known in both offshore and ski racing circles as well, particularly on the Mercury number 6 stern drives, the DeWalt propellers, and also the Herring. So two really good companies over there sort of battling it out, isn't it? It's like tyre manufacturers in car racing.
That's it, mate. Don't talk to me about new tyres. I got new some yesterday.
Mate, hey, at least one thing, your set of tyres would have been cheaper than a tank of fuel.
So it sounds like we've got another boat coming out. I'm tipping that might be 101 if we move the camera a little bit.
Yeah, we'll just try and pan
or it actually could be another one starting up just to warm up and get some engine temperature. Guys and girls, these boats don't just sit into the water with a cold engine. They warm them up on the trailer first, and it doesn't matter if it's a unlimited or, one of the smaller craft that we see this weekend. Every boat will be warmed up so that when they get into the water, they can start up and into the race.
The thing is too, mate, it's not about it's really about getting the oil temperature up to spec, because the oil viscosity is designed to work at its optimum. More boats heading out onto the water, practice time, and this is the Moonshine back out on the water. Gee, these boys will wear this thing out testing it, I reckon. Mickey Godsell there, the Moonshine machine, and he's been running around very, very nicely this afternoon. Of course, we've got 4 o'clock. We have the National Drivers' Championship for Battery World and Tattoos R Us, and the hot laps are what we'll be witnessing here this afternoon. And also don't forget, folks, 7 o'clock this evening at the Ski Club for both pole position for the NDC heats and heats, and then also pole positions drawn out of a hat for the EC Griffith Cup as well. So 7 o'clock at the Ski Club, folks. I'll be there. Neil will be there. Won't you, Neil? Scotty will be there. The turn boys will be there. So seriously, if you're not there, you're a nobody. So make sure you're there.
Mike's on.
All good?
Mike's still on, Bish.
Moonshine team go to support MND, so that's an awesome thing to do. So make sure you go again. I want to see Moonshine merchandise everywhere this weekend. Go over, see the boys, support MND, and I'll definitely be heading over there with my wallet as soon as they get set up. I don't think they're set up yet. I'll just cast my eye, open the door here and have a look. Oh, Tilly's here with food. Fantastic. They're not there yet, but when they do get here, head over and see the land transport team to get your beautiful Moonshine merchandise. Speaking of merchandise as well, Scotty, we've got, of course, Savage Force here this weekend. They are the official merchandise suppliers. And the boat that's heading out onto the water now is the Kobe Howard-driven machine, I believe.
The 6-litre hyperactive, that's correct, mate.
Now, is this twin turbo?
Singular turbo with the LS engine into it.
Right, they've been working pretty hard on this boat from what I believe. They've had a few issues. It was apart this morning. So great to see Kobe out on the water, and this will be an interesting boat to see run. They're a very, very experienced team.
The 6-litre, and in the background you can hear GP1 firing up.
So we're going to see Harrow out on the water very soon as well. And back across, and we see Grant Harrison now. So long time. There's the Griffith Cup winner, Grant Harrison, in the GP1, and so desperately wants to put number 10 on the board. And I tell you what, Scotty, if you put number 10 on the board, do you think he'd put an exclamation mark and a full stop on it?
Nah, go again.
He's actually really loving driving his 1.6-litre Ozlite hydroplane as well, so which is obviously a lot more cost-effective and probably almost a bit more fun than the Grand Prix hydroplane.
Well, speaking of which, his daughter Lake is actually going to be driving it this weekend.
I did see that in the program, so that's exciting to see Lake in, because we saw young Marlon, Corey Marlon, have a massive blowover in that boat here last year. But I think the boat didn't really sustain a lot of damage. The biggest 1.6-litre blowover I've ever seen. And I think the second biggest was on the same weekend.
That's correct, mate. I was just about to say Brad blew over in turn 1 and 2, and Corey was up the back straight when he went over. The only damage basically to the boat was the broken...
No, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Battery World National Drivers' Championship for 2026. And on the water, we have debutee Mr. Michael Newton in the Bad Attitude boat heading out onto mighty Lake Mulwala in some very rough, blustery conditions. Welcome to the National Drivers' Championship, Michael. This is not going to be an easy day at the office for anybody out there today, but Michael's boat, 21 foot, a big boat, and if anybody can soak up the bumps, it'll certainly be this man in this boat. Boat's still a relatively newcomer to the category, and in fact brand new to the National Drivers' Championship here for Battery World. Newton going right across the back, and I think you'll find it to be very, very rough across where he is at the moment. And he's certainly heading a long way over the back of Lake Mulwala here at the moment. So hot laps about to begin here. Oh, and Lumpy's coming up the stairs. I hope he's got a microphone with him, has he? It's in his pocket. That's good. I thought you were just happy to see me. Now, Lumpy's rolled into the commentary box. I'm going to get you organised here, mate.
So I was just down there at the ramp, watching all these beautiful machines enter the water. Spectacular.
Oh, mate, it's a beautiful part of the world.
The wind's actually dropped off, hasn't it?
Well, I don't know,
Actually,
Michael.
I shouldn't talk too loud.
I know, commentators curse. Mickey Newton just went over the back end of the course here. I don't know where he's gone.
Is he?
Oh, there he is. He's gone all the way up to the ski club. He's obviously gone up to the ski club, grab a beer just before he...
he's got his rod holders in this weekend. He might have just gone and got a set of lobster trap.
So this is Michael's first foray into the National Drivers' Championship, Mickey, and we go in running order of last year's championship. So the last motorway will be Tate Ramsey, of course, last year's winner.
Correct.
Ooh. Stuff getting blown around here. Lumpy just... All right, Michael Newton now, ladies and gentlemen, in a bad attitude, fires it up, and it starts his run for his hot lap.
You got your stopwatch on, Bishop?
I missed it, mate.
No, that's okay. He's been doing a fair bit of R&R on this boat to try and get it to turn a little bit better. It probably won't help with the conditions out there this afternoon, but he's certainly giving this a red-hot crack.
Yeah, he just had a couple of bites at the cherry there, Lumpy, as he came out of the exit of turn number one. Boat looks fantastic, though, doesn't it? Certainly soaking up any bumpy water down that back straight. The boat did not move, mate. It looks solid.
They had this boat upside down a couple of weeks ago, working on the bottom of it. He's getting that out of the corner so much better now.
So that
was pretty respectable. I mean, he's like I said, he's still sort of. I don't want to use the word new at the craft because he's been around it for years, and so's his dad. But what I'm saying is that it's a new setup.
That's right.
New boat.
Yep.
So they're still trying to come to terms with how it handles and all this sort of stuff. He's had that motor out of that thing. Probably 3 or 4 times. It's been up on upside down in his shed. He's done the bottom of it. They've brought it back again. They did it again just before Mildura and Berry. So he's put so much work into this, and he literally got it back, I think, maybe last week or so, to put all the engine back in it and get it all running again. So he does a stellar job on that boat. And do you know what? Like, not all heroes wear capes, that's what I say, because he does a lot of stuff by himself as well.
I've seen a lot of his videos that he puts up.
Aren't they fantastic through the high-speed garage, but also just on his own page. So, you get a great insight. And he does the videos as well, like, when cleaning out the fuel system and all that sort of stuff. So, and he's always open to ideas too. So he'll go through that and tell you how the fuel system gets cleaned out. But then at the end of that, he goes, if you've got a better idea, shoot it through.
Shoot it through, and I can do it. No, he really enjoys it. And he, like I say, some of those time-lapse videos, you see the one where he pulled the engine out and then put the engine back in and rolled the boat over. And really cool.
Pretty clever.
Great to have him out there, mate. Dennis Pasala looks like the next boat that we've got out on the course. A little bit sun glary, a little bit windy. It's Not what you'd call perfect conditions this afternoon,
No,
Lumpy.
dead set, not perfect conditions. Not like the mighty Hawkesbury. Did I just swear here?
No, mate. We love the Hawkesbury. But, well, this is the Murray River. I don't know if you know that, do you, Lumpy?
No, I don't.
This is actually the Murray River that we're on right now.
I spent too much time on the Murray.
Yep. The Mulwala Lake, Yarrawonga Mulwala Weir, just on the other side of the bridge. In fact, you can see it, Lumpy. If you cast your eye across, you can see the big gates and the big wall up there behind.
Oh, yeah.
That's where, on the other side of that, it's the Murray River. Just heads off down towards Echuca.
Oh, right. Okay.
Here we go, mate. So we've got Fasala now. And that sounds a bit fluffy to me, Lumpy, as it comes past. Let's hope there's not a huge problem with that boat. We'll get a time for him because I actually got on the stopwatch that time. I'll have to try and get Michael Newton's time for you. Now these are, he put the nose in, now he's put the nose down. Oh, that's a messy show from Basala now as he fires down the back straight away for Battery World, the National Drivers' Championship. Basala gets it settled now, but it sounds...
Definitely sounds a little bit fluffy there, and, you know, I don't think that's going to do him any favours, particularly down that back straight either.
No, it's definitely not the sharpest show that we've ever seen out of Dennis Basala here. He puts a power down again, stands hard on the Cavs, drives the nose in, goes through. And I have him at an unofficial 46.89, Lumpy.
Yeah.
Now I want to try and get Newton's time.
Jamie's down there, he can get it.
Jamie might be able to grab that. Yeah, let's just see.
Jamie said he'll meet me here at 4 o'clock. It's now 5 after 4.
Oh, we got Millie here. She might be able to do it for us.
The afternoon shift's here now, Bisho.
Jamie's come up the ladder. He's nearly sit down, mate. Sit down. You're scaring me.
Yeah.
Hey,
Has anybody got a defib?
I'm trying to run a boat, a team, carry you guys on my shoulders and commentate. So you let me know how you guys go.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm sponsored by Nurofen this weekend because my back's killing me from carrying you.
I need some because my ears are bleeding the whole 7 hours on the way down here. So what did I miss?
Right, well, you missed
What do you
Michael
mean?
Newton that we just sent your daughter down to get an unofficial time for, but we just saw Always Pumping go through in a 46.89 unofficial on my iPhone.
Okay.
So these are not official, but just so people are getting a bit of an idea of who's where.
Beautiful. Michael Newton. Unofficial. Beautiful.
That looks like Slattery out the back there.
Titan.
And Titan, correct. That sounded strong just earlier, so we'll see how he goes.
So the wind might calm down slightly. Very slightly.
Don't say a word. Don't
Every
say a
time
word.
you say it, Jamo, a cyclone comes through and blows us off the top of the truck.
And don't sneeze.
Hope you've got your harness on up here, Lump. I'm a bit worried. If you get momentum, Bisho and I,
We'll be in trouble.
we're going to be
I could take the whole commentary position out. Here we go, ladies and gents. Whirlies it up to come onto the front straight to do the second. That's pretty strong heading down into the bottom turn buoy there. A little bit rough up the back, so let's see that he doesn't do the same as Rob Fasala. So he may be able to just settle this thing down. Looks good so far, Bisho.
And Mickey, I just got 48.8 for Bad Attitude, 46.89 for Always Pumping. So currently Always Pumping sitting on top of the table, unofficial.
beautiful.
Saddle is always very, very clear. So let's watch him come through. Didn't get on it as early as I expected out of the corner, boys. Okay, I've got him unofficial at a 49.61, so not horribly quick there for Dave Satterley.
Who have we got up next? Scott Cleaver. I love this boat, Supernova.
Supernova, a guy out of ski racing into circuit boat racing.
Not afraid or shy to twin turbo power, you could say, and driving ability too. He's been around a couple of.
Scotty comes from a powerboat racing family. They've ski races, circuit race. His father Richard, very, very handy in a bullet, little tunnel deck bullets.
Great.
His brother Nathan, very, very quick in a tunnel deck bullet as well. So
I was about to say, is it any relation to Nathan Cleaver?
Yes, they're brothers.
In the black Stealth?
That's correct. Yeah.
I've raced him many, many times in my KT, I think it was. Many times, yeah.
There you go, yeah. No, the whole Cleaver family, Nathan, Scott, and Richard. Richard's the father.
Yeah, they're famous. They named a propeller after him.
Unfortunately, Richard had a decent bingle in that tunnel deck bullet a little while ago, but he's all good now, so good to see him back on his feet. Big shout out to Richard if you're listening. I'm in about 27 group chats at the moment, boys. I'm in the AFGP, which I got Andrew Murphy put me in that for some odd reason.
Last boat was 47.99. 47.99.
On Scotty's clock.
On Scotty's clock. Oh,
I disagree. They're both unofficial, so we're running with mine. Now this boat, boys, is a 21-foot Evercraft twin turbo big block. And Scott's really starting to get a handle on this boat. I mean, these are such different animals. I mean, you say, obviously, he's ski race, he's circuit raced, outboards and stuff like that, but this is just such a different animal, isn't it?
Yeah, and just raw power too, where probably he's not used to in the other types of boats. And obviously, with ski racing, you don't want to accelerate too hard because you've got two people dangling off the back on fence posts. You want to look after them, but this, it's just all about him. But eyes on the water, ladies and gentlemen. You get the power down very, very nicely. Had a little roll up on the side. He brings it down to the front. Okay, it's Odin, the T-mobile.
Yeah, they look a bit similar, don't they? Especially in that sun glare, but no, it is Odin. So Ryan Constable, sorry folks, is on the water in the 510 out of Dargle Valley Boat Club, out your area, boys. And didn't get the power down out of that top turn nicely.
No, definitely not. I saw his wife Lee jump up in the air there as well as Ryan did coming out of that top turn. Boy, looks like he's got off a little bit early. Still showing a lot of pace through that bottom turn, boy lump. Let's see how it comes out of here and gets up the front straight away.
Yeah, he should be nailing this out of here now. So, fantastic job. That is a super quick boat. Super quick boat. I actually thought it was Odin over there, and then you said it was Supernova, but I don't know that was its best.
No, I definitely didn't think it was
probably the best so far.
It might not have been its best, but he's actually 6 seconds faster
Yeah,
than the
that's
next
what I was going to say. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It wasn't as if it was shabby.
I've got them at an unofficial 40.09, straight to the top of the table for Odin.
As usual.
Yes. We saw it at Taree 2 weekends ago, Bisho, and I tell you what, it would have to be one of the fastest circuit boats I've ever seen in a straight line. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, boys, I've been banging on about it for about 2 years now. I think it is probably the fastest if you're just talking raw top end speed.
Yep.
If you put them in a kilo run, I think Odin would get everyone every time.
I agree. I totally agree.
The R&D that team puts into it is second to none.
You know, absolutely phenomenal. And even Ryan will tell you, he won't be happy with that top corner.
No,
that was pretty bad. And he's gone through, nearly 7 seconds quicker than the next quickest boat, which was always pumping. So currently we've got Odin on top of the table, always pumping, back to Bad Attitude and Titan.
Just having a look here, this could be Mayhem driver Royce McIntyre out on the water at the moment. Fairly new to blown boat racing, lump. been around boat racing a lot, blown boat racing.
This is obviously dedicated to the Thurgers, so Royce was there again on the weekend at Taree, campaigning that Mayhem boat. In fact, I'm wearing a shirt right now, a Mayhem boat, so I can actually say that I sponsored that boat, because if you see the size of my T-shirts, I can say that I've actually sponsored that boat.
I think it's actually Royce's Doona cover that he's given you. So
this sun glare from our perspective is shocking, boys. I don't know whether it's playing any havoc with the drivers. I'd be interested to speak to them.
It would, yeah.
All right, bridge end turn. We're just ordering Jamie's caviar at the moment. That'll be delivered shortly, Jamo. So
That'd be lovely, thank you, sir.
No problem. Royce McIntyre now in the Mayhem. Let's see what he can do. All these boys so far have struggled up through this top turn, boys. Let's see what he can do. Oh,
I actually think the fire just went out in there.
He's come to grief. Unfortunately, Royce McIntyre, the fire has gone out, Lumpy, and he comes to a stop, and we're putting a line through Royce now, because that is all over.
He's got it going again.
He's got
now.
it going again.
And now it's stopped. And now it's gone. Now it's stopped.
I've got a term for that, but I can't say it on public forum. I'll tell you boys later. Well, that's a shame, lads. It's not the way that Royce would have wanted to start his campaign. Tell you what, that boat, a lot of the onboard footage you see from that boat, he really doesn't work hard on the wheel in it. It must be a really well balanced and set up boat, because there's not a lot of steering input goes into it. There's not a lot of correction goes on.
It's probably easy for you to say, watching it behind a computer screen.
It looks nice and beautiful.
Hey,
it's easy, yeah.
When you're sitting in your lounge room, you've got a couple of beers.
Yep.
Everybody's an expert. You know, like, it's like when I go, and I watch the Olympics a lot, right? So I sit there with my Cheeto cheese balls, and I got my orange fingers, and I'm munching on the cheese balls.
37
and then
cans
the girl
of turkey.
comes along with her, does this magnificent flip and on the, and lands on her feet, and then she accidentally trips, and then I go, loser.
I was actually thinking, Bisho, that Royce makes it look easy, because you're used to driving an 18-foot bullet with not even half the horsepower.
yeah. I tell you what, you get busy in those bullets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Busier than a one-arm wallpaper hanger. But Royce is out of the cockpit and inspecting what's going on in the engine bay of that boat. I hope it's nothing major for them, but that makes it a bit tricky for him, because you want to get good times. I can probably stop me stopwatch now.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to cross the finish line anytime soon.
No. So we currently have Odin well and truly the quickest boat out there. Even with my dodgy non-official times, he's still 5 to 6 seconds quicker than Always Pumping. Then Bad Attitude about 2 seconds down on Always Pumping, and Dave Satterley another second behind that. So, but the big boys yet to come out to play, really. We're still waiting on the Lay It On, the Supernova, the Turn It Up with Connor Patterson. He's always quick in hot laps.
Yep.
Destiny.
Jason Jones in Ruthless, sorry.
Yes.
I haven't seen it here,
Jace go.
I haven't seen it. Went for a little walk and haven't seen it. But
yeah, I actually haven't seen it either. But
I believe they did a motor change in it since Berry.
They have, mate. Yeah. So the engine that was in it was actually one of Mark Cranny's Hellraiser ski race engines.
Yeah, right, with a puffer on it.
Yeah, so the turbo's taken off and the blower put on, and certainly not ideal, but it cracked along pretty good in the worlds, didn't it?
It'd make my hair stand up.
Recently new to powerboat racing as well, as far as that's concerned, circuit boat racing, and look, I believe he did a fantastic job for sure.
Yeah, look, Jason's a racer too, boys. I've known Jason since he's a young fella, and he's a very, very good ski racer
too.
And a good bloke.
Yeah, I was going to say, I interviewed him a couple of times, and you're a great guy to chat to.
Yeah,
really cool guy.
Yep.
But country swagger to him. Like,
Yes.
just a cool guy. One of Tate Ramsey's friends.
Yeah, he is. And, we bought the boat from Tate,
Yeah,
of course. And,
yeah.
that's the championship-winning boat from 2024.
Where's he
NBC.
out of?
He's out of Melbourne. I think he's out like Berwick way somewhere, I'm pretty sure.
Out of where,
Jason. Berwick. You guys probably call it Berwick.
Never heard of it.
No, you wouldn't have.
What do you call it?
Berwick.
Yeah, I've heard of Berwick.
Berwick.
Is that
It's not
like?
called Berwick, Lumpy. It's Berwick.
Is that like Barnsdale and Bairnsdale?
That's yes.
So what is it?
In other words, it's not Barnsdale.
Okay.
It's Bairnsdale.
Copy.
And
Yeah, I call it Bairnsdale.
Yeah, I'm Bairnsdale
It
too.
is Bairnsdale.
And I got a short lesson in that from the mayor too.
Did you really?
So I'll never forget that. Not in a hurry.
Used to know the mayor down there in Gippsland, but was that at a Paynesville race, was it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good weekend,
boys,
eh?
is
That was a
a
great weekend.
21-foot ever.
We haven't had a bad one yet.
You picked
Turbo
on me a
big
lot
block.
that weekend.
Whoa.
Always picking on the fact.
Scott's
Is
really
that why
starting
I'm
to get a
hopping
handle
it
on
so
this
much
boat. I
lately?
mean, these are
Because
such
it's payback.
different animals. I mean, you say
Yeah, there's always
obviously
payback.
ski racing,
It's
circuit
lumpy
racing,
PTSD.
outboards and stuff like that, but this is
Is that what
just
it's called?
such
Yeah.
a different animal,
That's
isn't it?
traumatic.
Yeah, and
Should
just
be
raw
PT.
power too, where probably he's not
JV.
used to in the other
JV.
types of boats.
Syndrome.
Obviously,
Post
with ski
traumatic
racing,
Jamie
you don't
syndrome.
want to accelerate too hard because you've
Yeah, I had
got
an altercation with Buzz
two people
Lightyear that
went off
weekend.
the back on fence posts.
Buzz
You want to
Lightyear?
look after
Yeah,
them, but this
I'll
is
show you the
all about
X-rays.
him. But
It's
I
gonna
got
be
the
nice.
water, ladies and gentlemen.
It's,
Get the
I'm
power
sure-
down very, very nicely.
Don't
Have a
know
little
how much
roll
I
up
can
on the
say.
side.
Yeah,
He
it's,
brings it down
thanks
the-
for lump pretty well over Facebook.
It's
So
Odin,
if it's on
no,
Facebook,
it's
must be
Odin.
true.
Well, it is true. Yeah, they look a bit similar,
know
don't
that.
they?
Well,
Especially in that
sounds-
sun glare, but no, it is Odin. So Ryan Constable, sorry folks, is on the water in the 510 out of Dargle Valley Boat Club out your area, boys, and didn't get the power down out of that top turn nicely.
No, definitely not. I saw his wife Lee jump up in the air there as well as Ryan did coming out of that top turn, boy. Looks like he's got off a little bit early. Still showing a lot of pace through that bottom turn, boy, Lump. Let's see how it comes out of here and gets up the front straight away.
Yeah, he should be nailing this out of here now. So, fantastic job. That is a super quick boat. Super quick boat. I actually thought it was Odin over there, and then you said it was Supernova, but I don't know that was its best.
No, I
Well,
definitely didn't think it
It's
was
probably the best
best.
so far.
It might not have been its best, but he's actually 6 seconds faster
Yeah,
than the
that's what I was
next
going
boat.
to say. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And it wasn't as if it was shabby.
I've got them at an unofficial 40.09, straight
Yeah.
to the top of the table for Odin.
As usual.
Yes. Yes. We saw it at Taree 2 weekends ago, Bisho, and I tell you what, it would have to be one of the fastest circuit boats I've ever seen in a straight line. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, boys, I've been banging on about it for about 2 years now. I think it is probably the fastest if you're just talking raw top end speed.
Yep.
If you put them in a kilo run, I think Odin would get everyone every time.
I agree. I totally
The
agree.
R&D that team puts into it is second to none.
You know, absolutely phenomenal. And even Ryan will tell you, he won't be happy with that top corner. He's very
That
wide
was
into
pretty
it, doesn't
bad.
he? And he's gone.
Yeah, there must
through,
be
you know,
some water
nearly-
conditions there we
nearly
can't see
7
because they
seconds
seem to be
quicker
going round it
than
not
the
as
next
quick
quickest
as
boat, which was always
would have
rubbish.
expected. You'll see now as they start to get their
So
power down
currently
now.
got Odin on top of
Scotty's
the table.
got the boat sitting
Always
really, really smooth. Check that out, ladies and gentlemen. Down the back straightaway, taking the turn, the top turn, boy, to bring it round.
I'm not sure if he lifted off a bit early there, mate. Do you think it sounded a little bit fluffy?
Look-
But it may have just been because he was getting off the throttle.
Maybe it did look like he was fluffy a bit round that corner, but he's got the power down now. Let's see what he's done, Bisho.
That looked
Okay.
pretty smooth.
Yeah.
It was. I've got him a little bit slower though. 48.95 on my stopwatch.
Unofficial, obviously.
Unofficial.
I thought it looked pretty good down the back straight. Like Bisho said, he might have lifted a bit earlier, obviously water conditions or what, but
Yeah, I'm not sure, mate. It sounded a bit fluffy down this front as well, I thought. Like, not here in front of us, but when it came past and up into the top turn, it was almost like when he was lifting, it was fluffing or carrying on a little bit.
yep.
So not sure about the tune. Malcolm Priest, of course, engine builder there, so Mel will be all over that.
Yeah, he knows his way around an engine.
He certainly does.
I did notice he had a couple of Hawkesbury boys helping him this weekend.
Yes, yep.
The Armstrong family.
Yeah, it's You don't have to go far in Sydney to find a boat racer, do you?
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
See that hole in the table there next to your elbow, Lumpy?
Yeah, buddy.
That was my propeller when I dropped it.
I thought Lumpy might have put his wallet there.
Oh, look. I don't know. I'm not an air conditioner.
Neither am I. Higher than.
It was a 26 TE cleaver, just in case you're interested.
That sounds
Hey,
small.
Scotty.
A 26. Propeller on Drew's boat's a 14.
A 14, yeah, yeah. A little bit of a different animal.
Talking
Yeah.
about propellers, I went to Water Sports Marine last week just to get some bits and whatnot.
How was my old mate Anthony?
He's going great. He had a Mercury, is it a 335 V10 outboard there?
Oh, well, it'd be a 400, yeah.
Well, it could have been a 400,
400
yeah.
V10.
I couldn't see that high.
Which is what we use on our start boat, Barney Patterson's
Barney,
barn
I
dog.
saw Barney earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, the barn dog.
Yeah, the barn dog. I did see that
He
earlier.
give you a big hug. He loves a hug.
That,
Very affectionate man.
that propeller was the size of the wheels on my ute. It was huge.
Would have been.
Massive.
Yeah, well, actually, Anthony raced that boat in offshore at Lake Macquarie.
No, this is a fishing boat.
Oh, okay. Well, he
Yeah.
did race a
Yeah, well, he
21
raced
foot
it. He just
Well,
had the rod holders out chasing
They-
marlin.
You know what? You laugh, but they do in offshore. There's plenty of fishing boats get out there and
Really?
race in the offshore category. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and if
right.
you've got a fast fishing boat like a Eden Craft or a Kuta Craft or something along those lines, get it out and race it.
I think this might have been a stabby craft, is it?
Davy
Such a
Craft. Oh, yeah,
stabby
that would have
craft?
been aluminium.
Yeah, it
Or
was
aluminum.
It was
Yeah.
very cheap. It was only 315,000.
You bought a
How many
couple of
did
them.
you
Just
buy?
bought a backup one.
There you go.
Ah, yes, it is. It's an aluminium boat, mate.
Yeah,
But yes,
very cool.
you could definitely run that in offshore if you wanted to.
There you go. My
On a
son,
rough day, you'd go all right too.
my son must be watching. He just sent me a thing saying it was a 770, Dad. There you go.
Yep, he's all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on it.
Obviously, someone sprung for the live stream.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, my beautiful wife's at home in hospital. Look at that.
It was a
What's she done
770,
to
Dad,
herself?
you idiot.
There you go. Watching us live in the live
Oh, bless her.
stream in hospital. So big shout out to my darling.
Yeah. What's she done to herself?
She's got,
Jamie.
Bingle.
apart from marrying the best man in the world, she's done.
I
She's got
remember marrying
three permeated discs in her neck.
Oh, Jesus. That's
Yeah,
not
and
cool.
they just needle about the size of that pen in it yesterday, and it hasn't worked. So,
Oh, God, okay. Oh, that's
yeah.
not cool.
She, as of yesterday, she was still coming. So,
Lay it on, he's out on the
Yeah.
course now.
could be destiny, I think.
Yeah, Destiny, mate.
Destiny.
Destiny.
Lay it on. Just to
Destiny,
give you
yeah.
the tip, will be the last boat out because
Right.
they are the current champions. That gives him the privilege of going last.
Nice. Wait for the water to get really rough.
Yeah. Well, I think it's definite luck of the draw, isn't it, this afternoon? Because it gets really gusty and then it drops off and then
Yeah.
gusty. And if I was out there, a cyclone would go through the minute I started. That's how that'd
This
work.
is not doing my eyesight any confidence. I can give you the drum either.
And these boys, ladies and gentlemen, asked me, what it was like, and I said, well, you're not going to be able to see as well as you could at Berry or Mildura, unfortunately, but it is a great course. And I tell you what, when the Griffith Cup starts and we got maybe 4 or 5 Grand Prix hydroplanes
Yeah.
plus a few blown displacements, they come through here, it's a century experience, gentlemen.
This is a cracking spot to sit too, Bisho. I'll tell you what, I've only been here twice and I've been down at the hydro tent or hydro pits both times. This is a way better,
Oh, yeah.
way better position to be watching the races.
This is the spot. You'd remember the famous footage of our old mate, All the Talk Photography, Rolfie Stanisic, who's down there again. That's where the photo was taken of him running away from Ricky Howard in the hydroplane when Ricky ran that wide that everyone thought he was going to jump
hear
into
us
the
down
swing.
there or not.
Now, this is interesting. Blake having a good hard think about the line into turn number 1 here. Running deep and wide. Here he goes. He lights it up. Blake Ramsey's had a good hard think about this one. And and it's popped. Oh, what a shame.
Hands up on the steering wheel too, you could see. I tell you what, Bisho, that come off the line so hard and looked so smooth through there, but
That's frustrating. Yeah,
Very
poor Blake.
frustrating.
Don't know what's happened, but whatever it is, it was an instant stop, wasn't it? It was
That's
just
destiny.
as soon as he leant on it hard, pop. So Sadly, Destiny out of this one, Tate Ramsey. Blake Ramsey.
Blake
He'll be
Ramsey,
getting
yeah.
towed back in to the pits as the hatch goes up. Let's hope that it's a fixable arrangement, boys.
Yeah. Lumpy being a mechanic and race engines, what?
Oh, the fire went out.
So do you think electrical? It didn't seem to have smoke or bang or crack or.
Just out, mate. Yeah, just gone.
Oh, it sounded almost electrical, didn't it? The way it was so instant.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't sound like it blew up, like it didn't throw a rod out through the bottom of the engine or anything. Otherwise, we would have seen smoke and
Bits
crap
and
everywhere.
whatnot,
But
yeah.
yeah, we probably would have. Where it went, we
I
probably
didn't
would
see
have.
a blower belt come off it. Or
No,
anything
blower
like
belt
that,
didn't come off. Definitely not. Yeah, if it had sprayed itself, we could have caught a Carrillo rod up here in the commentary box.
I'm going back home. This is too cold here in Victoria.
How you Sydney boys coping with this
We've
weather?
got shorts on too.
Yeah, I know. This is balmy.
Yeah, but hang on. You're all hiding behind me.
Yeah, and I'm still cold.
That's all right. I'll
We need
take
a
one
wind-
for the team.
we
We're
need a
going to swap
windbreak
positions
behind
tomorrow.
Well, I believe tomorrow the weather's spot on, boys. Scotty Patterson, who's a pilot,
Yep.
and tells me that he's never been wrong, and I've never heard him admit to being wrong in my life, reckons the weather's going to be absolutely perfect tomorrow and Sunday.
That's good. I was only telling
I don't think
Lumpy
he's right.
on the. Yeah, I wasn't going to say that. I was only telling the big lumps that coming in. The first time I ever came here, it was like glass.
Yeah.
The water was beautiful.
Yep.
Then someone sneezed about 5 kilometres away, and you could have surfed in here.
It is a big body of water. There's
is
no
a lot.
doubt about that. It's,
And they empty it, don't they?
yeah, every about 5 years they empty it
They
out
empty-
just to do maintenance and whatnot. So
I think Grant Harrison's got about 15 propellers out there we could go pick up.
I think every time they empty it, he goes out there with his metal detector.
Yeah, hard to believe, hey? They empty it. I've seen photos of I promise you, they empty it. He doesn't believe us, does he?
I don't believe you.
It's a man-made lake, Lumpy. It was never here. There was a river here.
What do you want to bet?
There was no lake.
No, I'm not betting anything.
I was going to
Well,
say, no good betting dinner, you don't shout.
No, well, actually, mate, when we get him over to the ski club, I'm pretty sure there's a photo, an aerial photo of it empty.
Yeah,
Over there.
I've seen Facebook stuff. Well, everything on Facebook's true,
True,
of course.
of course,
But I have
yep.
seen Facebook photos of it empty.
I've been here when it's been empty. So the river goes through, if you look up to your right, the river follows through all those trees lines there, and then the river comes through, and that's actually the river where those gates are there. That's where the river goes through
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So you get these weird undercurrents and stuff as well, because you've got the depth of the river, but then the more shallow areas of the lake. So you get these weird things going on sometimes as well. I've ski raced here a lot, and it's really tricky water because it's something that affects the circuit. I've circuit raced here as well, only twice, but these concrete walls, the water hits them and then bounces back
off.
out
Yeah.
and goes back, and you get this real peaky
Yeah.
sort
Oh,
of
yeah.
weird water that you have to go over. So yeah, it's a tricky place to race. There's no doubt about that.
Not for the faint-hearted.
It isn't very satisfying if you do well here. I remember winning a world selection race here in 2018, and I reckon I could have retired that day.
Yeah, you're happy with that?
I was happy with that.
Finish on top.
Yeah, and probably should have.
Is that the
in
year you went to
hindsight.
France?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
should have stayed here.
Should have just stayed, shouldn't I? Should have stayed in that ski club and just kept drinking Jack Daniels.
I like how we laugh about it, and it was your leg.
Don't laugh, you'll cry, Jamie. All right, so we look like we've cleared the course off now, boys. Putting rescue boats back into their positions. All right, now just being reminded again, and I have mentioned it a couple of times, but we have got pole draw and EC Griffith Cup poles tonight at the ski club from 7 o'clock, Lumpy. So everyone needs to be over at the ski club, 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, be there.
Be there or be square. Ah, right.
Unofficial.
Sorry, folks. So I had a little bit of... So Michael Newton, there you go. So we've actually unofficially have him at a 44.68. So that changes things a little bit. That means Ryan Constable sitting on top of the table. Then Michael Newton sitting in second place at the moment. Then it's back to Titan, Always Pumping, and Supernova. So There you go, Mickey Newton, first time out, and he's sitting in P2 at the minute. Scotty Patterson's here. Let's keep an eye on him. We love the body language from Scotty.
Scotty racing, or is it?
No, Scotty's right there, and I reckon Connor's heading out in the boat now, just judging by the
Scotty got a wine in his hand?
Not yet. Early. It's a bit early.
Imagine having Scott in your ear trying to do a hot lap. Oh, God, I couldn't think of anything worse.
Be jumping around like a monkey in a tree, wouldn't he?
Like a bee in a bottle.
There, he's jumped up now.
He's jumped the fence. He's pushed Sean Henchwood out of the way. All right, the little yellow rocket ship. Not a yellow banana.
Bumblebee.
It's a yellow bumblebee.
Looks a lot like your microphone, Bishop.
It does a bit.
I wonder how polished Connor's fuel tank is. If you're on the socials, go onto the Turn It Up page, and Connor Patterson's only job is to drive and polish the fuel tank.
Yeah, I did see that. That was quite funny.
Drivers to see whether that glare actually affects them. But anyway, Connor Patterson down the front straight.
Hard charger now as he flies up into turn number 1. And I think that's the quickest start we've seen, boys.
Yeah, that was great. That was fantastic. So let's hope he keeps it up the back straight. Dished a little bit there, but let's see he can settle down now. Up the back straight he goes.
Yeah, and Dad is on the cans. I reckon Connor will have turned the radio off right now.
Yeah. He would have pulled the wire out of that helmet, but how hard did he drive into that top turn, boy?
Absolutely, boys, and watch this. This is where he's fast, through the corners. This is where Connor is exceptional. As he fires down and brings it home.
The boat went no fast as blowing the cowling off it.
We've got a very excited Dad down here in front of the commentary position.
Scotty P.
He either just got told he won that 40 million last night, or
hey, he doesn't need the 40 million. He'd rather win the hot laps.
Unofficial time.
I've got him unofficially 39.25. Wow. So straight to the top of the table for the Turn It Up. Scotty, you happy with that, son?
He can't hear.
He can't hear me.
He's yelling at everybody.
I've never seen someone so happy. How good is that? I love that. You know what a great team. I love the father and son. I love it all.
How good's that? Connor Patterson goes to the top of the table. Back to Ryan Constable. The young fellas.
You can still hear him out the back of the pits.
Can you hear us now, Scotty? You happy with that, mate? We're not sure. We're not sure if you're happy or not. You okay? Scotty's going to have a moment with himself.
On the water, we got the reigning NDC champion, Tate Ramsey.
Oh, it's great to have characters in the sport.
I love it. He's the best. He's the best.
Connor might be getting a Happy Meal on the way home.
Yeah, he's getting fed tonight.
Actually, he might stop that. He might not do that.
Yeah.
Here we go. Look, he's come back to the foreshore, and he's going to see if he's going to time.
Now, boys, if this is Tate Ramsey going out, which you just said, I think it is, that means that no Jason Jones. So this will be our last boat.
Where's Tate going? Is he?
Tate's off to the ski club because
he
heard me say we're going over there for the pole draw.
He's going to check on Michael Newton's lobster trap.
That's right. Michael asked him to. He said, "Can you just go and check
while
that?"
you're out there, can you just check that lobster trap?
There's no lobsters here, Lumbies, freshwater, it's just yabbies, mate.
I bet you he's gone off the track to keep the water smooth.
Yeah,
he'll go really wide and bring it on hard.
There'd definitely be a method to Tate Ramsey, and don't worry.
He did that at Mildura, didn't
he? And Blake did the same thing, and they've had a good talk about it, haven't they? So here we go.
On the course.
This is going to be exciting, ladies and gentlemen.
Tate Ramsey had a huge off here last year, right in that spot there. Doesn't bother him now as he tips it into the port turn at the top end of the course. Little bit slow mid-corner, I would have thought, guys, but he puts the power down beautifully. Boat throws its nose up, but he settles it really quickly. Now charging down the back straight. He needs to hang on to this. What can lay it on to it? Oh, big shine walk there with a lay it on. This is loose, but I think it's going to be quick as well.
He didn't go into that bottom turn, boy, as quick as Conroy. I can tell you right now, but let's give it one straight.
No, Tate Ramsey, not quick enough. A 40.02 there for Turn It Up.
We can't repeat what we've been told.
For lay it on, I should say. What did I say, turn on?
Lay it on.
So a 40.02. So let's have a look at it, boys. Sitting on top of the table currently, Connor Patterson in the Turn It Up with a 39.25. These are unofficial times, only done in the commentary position. Keep your eyes on the official results. Okay, so that's it for hot laps, boys. And we got practice going out now for hydroplanes.
Looks like GP1 onto the course in front of us, and we just got told that's 3 years in a row Connor Patterson, driver of Turn It Up, has won the hot laps at Mildura.
Fantastic effort there from Connor Patterson. So to Ryan Constable second. Tate Ramsey second. Ryan Constable third. Then we got 46. Numbers are hard for me, mate.
Yeah, I can see that.
Fourth for Newton. 46, that's 5, isn't it? Yep. For Always Bumping. And 6
Yep.
for Scott Cleaver and 7 for Dave Satterley.
That's it.
So that is it for our hot laps. Boys, Harrow, I'm not sure if you boys were here, but Harrow went out a little bit earlier on and the boat stopped. So
actually,
I heard it pop.
We just pulled up when it got here.
Yeah, so drama there in the GP1 camp, but looks like it was nothing too severe because they are back out on the water, unless they've done an engine change in between time. Look out, Roll.
Did I read somewhere that Grant's daughter is racing as well?
Yes, Lake is driving the little 1.6 litre hydro that Corey Marlin did the biggest blowover in a 1.6 I've ever seen in my life right here last year.
I was telling Lumpy that on the way up. I said, that's the boat Corey Marlin blew over, and it was about 10 stories high.
And landed the right way up, God love him. Yes. Harrow's really got his work cut out for him this weekend, boys. Of course, with Ken Lupton on the scene.
How good's a rooster tail look, Bisho? Lump. It does look a bit lumpy at the back there, doesn't it?
Yeah, oh mate, it would be quite rough down the back there. I mean, where he is now, he's running into it, so just be skipping over the top of most of it. But I reckon there'd be the odd rogue out there that'd probably catch it, Camo.
Yeah, absolutely. As he comes around the bridge turn, you might like the wick a little bit more. I wonder if they did change it out.
Try and get some info on that, but this GP1 team, they need to be on their game this weekend. They just can't rely on being the biggest, fastest Grand Prix hydroplane here because they've got the current HRL champion here as well. And
probably the best GP hydro team in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Right here knocking on their door.
Yeah, exactly. So, but the good thing is if Harrow can put number 10 in the bank this weekend, he's really going to have earned it and deserved it. Yeah?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Looks like he's going back in.
Look at the spray from the propeller still up in the air down the back straight.
Yeah, cool.
Like a little cloud. Unbelievable the power these boats have got.
So we got any more coming out? Doesn't look to be any more sitting down there at the moment.
Oh, boys, I'm just trying to find out. I think that might be us, but I'm not sure. We've got Johnny Ruth, if he can see or hear me. We've got 2 displacements coming out. 1 tunnel, 1 displacement, and that'll be the last boats, and just for practice. Thank you, John. Crazy Duck, Pete Zarley is coming out for a run, boys. I tell you what.
Pluck a duck, he's game.
I tell you, it's a bit breezy out there for a tunnel boat, I reckon.
Maybe that's how he come up with the name Crazy Duck.
I feel like Pete did some offshore back in his younger days, didn't he?
Not sure. I know he's mad on his snow skiing.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Mad on it. But, yeah, boat racing, I'm not real sure. I do believe he is good friends with Craig Bailey, so maybe, yes, offshore or ski racing or something, but there is something there before tunnel boats. And his son's got a hydro in the build.
Has he?
Yeah.
What sort of hydro?
Mike Smith's old hydro. I think it was Alcatraz, I think.
Yeah, which was actually Mike Smith's dad's boat.
Yeah. I was a bit bummed that he sold it because a bit of family history, would have been pretty cool to keep it going, but that's all right.
As long as it gets back out on the water, that's
100%.
That's the main thing.
So I've just got a message from my son, who's back in Sydney. Hey, Dad, maybe you could go do some interviews.
What's he, your manager now?
I was going to say.
We've got Hayden Chesser for that.
That's right.
Tomorrow.
That's right.
Yeah, we've got a cast of thousands here this weekend, boys.
Yeah, we have. Maybe we need to call it the Turn Boys.
Yeah, well, a few people said to me, your voice warmed up, your tonsils are all right. I go, mate, we got that many people, I might not get a word in each way.
The Turn Boys featuring David Bishop, Bishop Media.
Something like that.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, while we just wait,
yes.
I don't know about you, but Lumpy and I, this is our first one back since the Worlds.
Yes.
So I'll tell you what a couple of weekends.
Mate, it was mega, wasn't it? It was...
Onto the course in front of us, and we just got told that's 3 years in a row Connor Patterson, driver of Turn It Up, has won the hot laps at Mildura.
Fantastic effort there from Connor Patterson. So to Ryan Constable second. Tate Ramsey second. Ryan Constable third. Then we got 46. Numbers are hard for me, mate.
I can see that.
Fourth for Newton. 46, that's 5, isn't it, for Always Pumping. And
Scotty
6
Cleaver. Yep.
for Scott Cleaver and 7 for Dave Satterley.
That's it.
So that is it for our hot laps. Boys, Harrow, I'm not sure if you boys were here, but Harrow went out a little bit earlier on and the boat stopped. So
actually,
I heard it pop.
We just pulled up when it got here.
Yeah, so drama there in the GP1 camp, but looks like it was nothing too severe because they are back out on the water, unless they've done an engine change in between time. Look out, Rolf.
Did I read somewhere that Grant's daughter is racing as well?
Yes, Lake is driving the little
1.6
litre hydro. All these old blokes falling apart. Like, at least I crashed mine to hurt myself.
At least you did it spectacularly.
Yeah,
that's right.
Lambert did it during the race.
Yeah, that's
his foot come off. It was his left leg, and his foot come off the foot pedal and overextended.
Oh,
when he hit a wave and it.
I could see how that could happen, but oh god, that doesn't sound like fun at all.
No, definitely not. So it's one thing to race it, one thing to win a race, but not to get out of your boat at the other end. They had to bring him down to the crane, get him craned out.
Craned out, yeah. Tiny was there as always.
Yeah,
Tiny's in the middle of everything all the time.
He is.
How good is he?
He's the best. He's the best. I don't know where Greg's going, I think.
Apparently there was nothing in the crab pot, so they've gone to check it again.
The yabbies, Lumpy. We only have yabbies here,
yabbies,
mate.
is
We
it?
don't have...
Yabbies.
Yeah. He'd be
Do you have
hating that.
yabbies here because you can't spell lobster?
Yes, yeah, pretty much. You know, we do a ski, or we used to do a ski race when ski racing was a thing at Robinvale, and you used to go 40 k's up, and then you'd stand in the mud for 3 hours waiting to turn around and go back, and the yabbies would eat your feet.
No way.
Oh, dead set. It was horrific.
Well, here we go. Here's the guy with the biggest anatomy you know this weekend.
Pete Zalia.
Pete Zalia, crazy duck.
I'm just glad it's not the Trim King out there.
I've seen him today.
He would have flipped over.
Yeah. He would have rolled it off the trailer. I think he's buttoned it off a little bit going down the back straight. Oh no, he's squeezing it on a little bit. The boat does look a bit nose heavy, which is okay. Boat looks pretty good there.
He's probably got 2 concrete bags in the front of it.
The boat just has a little moment trying to settle into that top corner.
It'd be tricky through there, Jamo,
It
because
would
you'd be
be.
getting all this cross-wash, side-wash coming through. I think poor old Mitch Williams had an engine failure on the ramp this morning as well,
I saw he was changing an engine, the problem child of Mitch Williams.
so he's been a problem child, hasn't he?
He has been, is.
Is a
That's
problem
what's written on
child.
his report card. That's
He
how
rode
he's
an
known.
electric scooter through the pits past me and blew me a kiss before, which is just a bit
That's
creepy.
weird. Did
Yeah.
you see the podcast they did, the 100-mile-an-hour podcast
Yeah,
with all the wag?
I haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it either, but I saw
Yeah.
the picture and I wanted to know who the girl was in the middle on the right that hadn't shaved her moustache.
We'll have to listen to that on the way home.
Yeah, I was going to listen to it on the way up, but I was fielding phone calls all the way here. Couldn't do it. It looks like there's something on fire over there, over the back.
Yeah, two things. Are they burning off? Is
I think they're burning off, yeah.
burning
There's
off season?
there's a couple of burning offs going on my way over here, so I reckon that's all that'll be.
I know last time I was down here I was telling Lumpy that everything was on fire. All the
Yeah.
paddocks and everything was burning, and
Yep.
it must be a this time of year thing.
Yeah, yep.
Smile.
Give me a kiss.
Corey Marlin did the biggest blowover in a 1.6 I've ever seen in my life right here last year.
I was telling Lumpy that on the way up. I said, that's the boat Corey Marlin blew over, and it was about 10 stories high.
It was. And landed the right way up.
Yep.
God love him. Yes. Harrow's really got his work cut out for him this weekend, boys. Of course, with Ken Lupton on the scene. Shane, he just had a great idea. We're going to get Joe Road on the line tomorrow, mate.
Yeah, we'll give Joe a call. We'll do it off Lumpy's phone because we're calling California.
Yeah, well, Lumpy's got the most money out of all of us.
Yeah, well, he
so
does work for the government, TAFE.
That's exactly right.
So-
Big Labor voter, I hear.
How good's the rooster tail of Bisho? Lump.
Yeah.
It does look a bit lumpy out the back there, doesn't it?
Yeah, oh mate, it would be quite rough down the back there. I mean, where he is now, he's running into it, so he'd just be skipping over the top of most of it. But I reckon there'd be the odd rogue out there that'd probably catch it, Jamo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Righto,
Comes
I
around
think
the
that's
bridge
is
turn.
that Buddha
Might
on
like
the
the wick a
water.
little bit more.
Trying to
I wonder
cast
if
my
they
eye
did
across.
change an engine, which I seems to be a little bit light on it.
We'll try and get some info on that, but I'm actually struggling to pick it up from here, but we will. They just can't rely on being the biggest, fastest Grand Prix hydroplane here because
This is the last boat of practice out on the water at the moment. To do a couple of shakedown laps getting ready for tomorrow. Do we have a bit of a plan for tomorrow, Bisho? You've got all the paperwork in front of you. It's blowing everywhere. You're really struggling there.
This is near on impossible, Joe, using paperwork in this wind. But
They're showing pretty good speed.
there is a plan for tomorrow, mate, and I do have it in this paperwork that's blowing everywhere. Let me go to the right page and I can tell you what we're doing. Right, Saturday, the 18th of April. Did I tell you it was my birthday yesterday?
No, I haven't heard
Didn't
that.
know?
Happy birthday, Bisho.
Thanks, mate. 8 AM Juniors.
That's me.
Juniors, you're up straight up. Well, your beautiful daughter is up straight up.
Yeah.
Then it's AF PGP practice at 8:30, 9:30, 105 heats. 10:15 NDC, Heat 1.
Battery World.
Battery World. I was wondering what BW was.
It took me a bit till I saw it down the bottom.
Like-
Battery World NDC.
Yes, thank you. Then it's Hydro warm-up. Then it's NDC Battery World at heat number 2. 1:15 AFPGP heat 1. That'll be good fun. 2 p.m. 105. 2:15 Griffith Cup. 2:30 Griffith Cup heat 1, heat 2. And then the Griffith Cup final at 3:45.
Ooh,
And
that's going to be good.
that's a big day tomorrow.
That's gonna be
Yep, that's going to be cool fun. And we're looking forward to it, boys.
I am. I'm not looking forward to getting in the water at 8 o'clock tomorrow.
Do you
reckon you could help me tomorrow, Bisho? I need a hand.
Probably not. Although my dodgy knee does like cold water, it actually doesn't mind. It's just the rest of me doesn't like it that much. Now, I said we were talking about Griffith Cup, so I did a bit of Griffith Cup research.
Beautiful.
Wondering if anyone had won 10 Griffith Cups before, because Grant Harrison's going for his number 10 this year.
I think that's a yes.
It is a yes, and not only has he won 10, he's won 11. I did
right.
get a message from, I can't remember who sent me a message, but someone sent me a message going, no, Bisho, he actually won 11 because he won from 1949 to 1959, which is actually 11 because you've got 1950 in there as well, haven't you, which is 0. And it was Redhead, Len Southwood from New Zealand.
Wow.
10 in a row, 11 in a row.
GP Hydro, was it? Was it? Tell me it was a rear-seater Lauderback.
It was a rear seat hydroplane, not Lauderback, and it is actually on display in New Zealand in one of the museums. And one of the Kiwis, of which there are many here this weekend,
They are.
will let me know. Oh, I had to shout out the boys from Rotorua, who I was chatting to a little bit earlier on as well. Big shout out to the boys from Rotorua. We're done. We're going to wrap up.
Beautiful.
We're getting the wrap up.
The rescue boats are coming in, so...
Oh,
looks
we're
like-
getting it, are we? Getting the...
We're getting
hurry
the
up.
wind up, yeah. We're getting the Neil's beer's not going to drink itself. We're on camera there. G'day, everybody. Well, we will wrap it up, but we will be back early tomorrow morning because you might not be commentary in the first one.
No, I
because
won't be straight up. I've got
You'll be busy.
my darling daughter racing.
excellent. But we'll be back
Forward as usual.
Thank you.
from just before 8 tomorrow. GP Hydro live streaming. Turn boys, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
And we will see you all tomorrow.
Sounds great.